Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is time to choose our October TBR, you guys, which is just insane. September flew by so quickly. I'm a little bit overwhelmed with how many books I have to read in October because I already have 6 library books that I want to get read. I also potentially want to do 2 rereads, so that's already 8 books that I want to read for the month. And I also have another book that I want to read that I'm doing a video for. So I'm pretty much maxed out on books already. However, I still would at least like to try to read something off of my physical TBR. So we're going to go ahead and pick some prompts anyway, just so I have some options in case I can get to something off of my physical TBR. So if you are new here or you haven't watched one of these videos before, I normally pick a number to pick how many books I'm going to read off of my physical TBR. They are the white papers that are in here, the number prompts. I'm going to skip that today. I'm going to pick 5 books just to give me a good range, and I'll see how many I can get to. So yeah, we're not going to do the number this month. We're just going to go ahead and do the prompts. So let's go ahead and pick our first reading prompt. Okay, this is for book number 1. So first prompt. Oh, okay, is the newest book on your TBR? So I have to check this. Okay, so I'm just taking a peek at my Goodreads right now. And the newest book on my TBR was the prompt. None of these I own. No, not on the first page. I don't own any of these books, you guys. Oh, okay, here we go. Northwoods by Daniel Mason. I own that one, and that is the newest book on my TBR. So, Northwoods by Daniel Mason. Okay, so our first book is Northwoods by Daniel Mason. It's right here behind me, so I'll just... There we go. That was pretty easy. So our first prompt was the newest book on your TBR, and it happened to be this one, and I actually really did want to read this one. So this is our first option of 5. Now let's pick our second prompt. Oh, okay. This one is a book that has a K in the title or the author, and a K is my initial for Kirsten. So this one might take me a little bit to find. Hopefully I have one that has a K in the title. If I can't find one with a K in the title, then we'll go with a K in the author's name. So let me go look and I will come back. Okay guys, I have 2 books. This was actually a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. My 2 options for a book with K in the title, I did find 2 with K in the title, so I didn't have to resort to K in the author's name. But the first one is Pachinko by Min-Jin Lee. I really want to read this book. My hesitation, however, is I don't think October will be the best time because I already have so much else on my plate, and I really want to reserve this book when I can take my time and really appreciate it. So I have this one, but I don't know if it'd be the best choice. And then I also have I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou. And yeah, again, I wouldn't really have picked it for an October read, but I feel like this might be the better choice because it's shorter, and yeah, if I don't get to it, I mean, I can get to it another month. So I think I'm going to go ahead and choose I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou for our second prompt. Moving on to our third prompt. And this one is a book with people on the cover. Okay, so again, I have to go take a look at what I have, and I will come back, hopefully with some options. This month is really tripping me up with these prompts, you guys. I found 3 books. That was a struggle. So the 3 options are 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Lots of the whole family. The whole family's on the cover. So got people on the cover. I also have Sons and Soldiers by Bruce Henderson. You have all the soldiers lined up on the cover there. And then the last one I have is reading Lolita and Tehran by Azar Nafisi. So out of these three, I'm thinking if I'm going to get to any of these, the one I probably prefer to read the most would be 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Again, I don't know that I will get to this one because this is another one that I really want to make sure I have the time to give my full attention to. But we will add it to our October TBR anyway, and we shall see. At least it will be an option that I do have. So this was our third pick. Okay, so we are now picking our fourth prompt. Oh, this is a good one. A book that's been on your TBR 2+ years. I have a lot of those. So let me look at my Goodreads again and see. Okay guys, I have my book for the fourth prompt, and I chose Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes, and this has been on my TBR since May of 2023. So I actually could go for this book in October, and I think it's so different from the other reads that I'm doing that it might just be a nice uplifting change. So we'll add this, and if I can get this cleared off, I would be so thankful. Okay guys, let's pick our fifth and final prompt for our October TBR. Oh, I think I've had this one before, but this is the oldest book on your TBR. I re-add these prompts because the oldest book always changes. We got both oldest book and newest book on TBR this month. So let's go ahead and check our Goodreads and see what the oldest book is. Okay, so the oldest book actually would have been 100 Years of Solitude, but we already picked that one for a prompt. So the next one on here is War and Peace, which I am just instantly vetoing because that's a no. See, the second one would have been I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, but again, we already chose that for a previous prompt. So we'll keep going, I guess. Nothing on this page. Oh, okay, actually I do have The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. So that is going to be our fifth and final book. Okay guys, let's do a quick recap. So besides the already seasonal fall Halloween spooky books, I'm going to be reading from the library. These are the 5 books from my physical TBR that I could possibly get to. I'm not sure that I'll get to any of them, but I'd like to have the option. And if I can get to at least one, that would be great. So for our first prompt, it was the newest book on our TBR, which is Northwoods by Daniel Mason. I do really want to get to this book. I'm excited to read it. So if we can clear this one off in October, that would be fantastic. Our next prompt was a book with K in the title, and I ended up going with I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou. This one's fairly short, and it's one that I wanted to read for a while. So again, if I can get to this one, that would be really good. Our third prompt was a book with people on the cover, and I ended up going with 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Been wanting to read this for so long, and the things I've heard about this book, it just sounds like this is a book for me. If I get to it in October, I don't know, because this is a book I want to take my time with, but having the option is really nice. So there's that one. The fourth prompt was a book that's been on your TBR 2 or more years, and I chose Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes for this one. This might just be a good book to just mix things up a little bit. And I would like to get to this one because I do think this will be one that I might unhaul. Not because I think I'm not going to like it. I just tend to get rid of books like this because it's very rare that I will reread them. But yeah, so we'll see if we get to this one in October. And then the fifth and final prompt was the oldest book on your TBR, which ended up being, we actually got 2 of the oldest books on my TBR, which was I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings and 100 Years of Solitude. So the next one was The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. This is big. This is a big book. This is almost 800 pages, just about 800 pages. So it's very unlikely I will get to this book this month, but it does seem very fall coded to me, just going off of what I know from it. So I don't know. We'll see. Miracles do happen. But yeah. So those were my 5 picks for October, you guys. I'm really looking forward to this reading month, even though I feel a little bit overwhelmed with all the books that I have to read. But either way, it should be a good month. So let me know what you're going to be reading in the month of October, if you're leaning more into the Halloween season. And if you've read any of the books that I chose for this month, let me know what you thought of them. No spoilers, please, but yes, let me know if you liked them or didn't and why. But yeah, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.